So it's been 2 years since I started my YouTube journey. 2 years since I decided to face my fears, put myself out there, and finally go after a dream I've had all my life. And today, I'd like to reflect on that a little bit. Reflect on what it takes to pursue a dream that often feels so far away from coming true. And if you have a big dream that you're chasing, or thinking about chasing one day, I hope you find this at least a little bit insightful. Last year, I made this video about how 1 year of YouTubing had completely changed my life. Not in a monetary way, unfortunately, but definitely in a mindset way. In that video, I talked about all the unexpected things I learned in that first year. Lessons in humility, self-comparison, and gratitude. The importance of mastering persistence, delayed gratification, and intrinsic motivation. All good things, yes. But to be perfectly blunt, I only learned all those things because I found out succeeding on YouTube was 1,000 times harder than I thought it was going to be. Yes, literally 1,000. The number of subscribers I'm trying to get to, which is still very far away. And I wouldn't say I learned as much this second year. This year felt like more of a test of whether or not I could put what I learned last year into practice. Like, one of the things I learned right away was that my channel wasn't just going to blow up after 5 mediocre videos. In order to even have a chance of making it, you need to keep making videos even if no one is watching them. You need to find the motivation to keep at it, even if you aren't seeing any success at all. And I definitely didn't have that same level of motivation and drive this year that I did last year. Over that first year, I was super motivated to get this off the ground. All my spare time went towards this and almost nothing else. And I made 40 videos in that first year, which is about 1 video every week and a half. But this year, I slowed down significantly. I let myself focus on other things, different hobbies, less productive activities. And over the second year, I only made 23 videos, including this one. So yes, I was definitely less productive, but I've actually come to see that as a good thing. I was going all out in that first year, but that was fine because I had the energy and drive for it. However, if I'd kept up that pace this year, I would have burnt out. Or maybe I would have gotten fed up that all my time and effort wasn't yielding the results I wanted and decided to call it quits. Now, luckily, I haven't reached that point, and I think slowing down significantly was a big part of that. Slowing down helped me figure out and settle into a more sustainable pace that I can maintain going forward. But more importantly, it also allowed me to continue to enjoy doing this. If I was constantly grinding and not seeing the results I wanted, I would for sure stop enjoying it. But I'm not constantly grinding anymore. I'm doing this when I want to do it, along with other things that I want to be doing as well. And yes, maybe that means that this dream will take longer to accomplish. But I think it also makes it much more likely that I stay committed to it and that I actually have a chance of accomplishing it in the end. Another thing that I found myself reflecting on, especially with regards to this channel, is the idea of failing in public. This was the main thing that held me back from starting in the first place, and is something that I'm still super afraid of. I'm used to being pretty good or successful at most things I do. If I'm not good or successful at something, then I usually avoid it or stop doing it. And for most of my life, I wanted to have a YouTube channel, but I only wanted it if it was going to be successful. I didn't want to have a loser channel that had barely any views and barely any subscribers. A loser channel whose lack of success was embarrassingly visible to everyone. A loser channel that was failing in public. And yes, I knew that stage was an inevitable part on the journey to success. But I also knew that statistically, most small YouTube channels fail, and that success was very unlikely. So why would I want to go through the humiliation ritual of trying to be successful, failing, and then giving up, all in public? For the longest time, I just told myself that it probably wouldn't happen, even if I tried my best. That made it easier to just avoid it altogether. And somehow yet, here we are 2 years in. While my mindset on this has changed and grown significantly, sometimes I still feel like I'm failing in public. I kind of do have that loser channel that I was always afraid of having. Most of my videos haven't broken 100 views, and at the time of making this, I'm currently sitting at 356 subscribers. And in all honesty, if you told me before I started that this is where I'd be 2 years in, I would not have done this. I would have given up before I even started. The old me would have said, said, okay, you already know that you won't have made it after a year, so let's not do it. The old me would not have wanted to be failing in public with a loser YouTube channel for 2 years. But I'm no longer that person, and despite things having gone slower than I would have hoped, I know that I don't have a loser YouTube channel. This time last year, I had 174 subscribers. Now with 356, I've essentially doubled my subscriber count in 1 year. I have these 2 videos that have legitimately made it out into the algorithm, with a few more that seem to be on their way as well. And I've gotten a few comments like these. Comments from people saying that watching my videos has helped them get started on their own martial arts journeys. And honestly, that's something that I never expected to happen. And getting comments like these means so much to me. They remind me that this whole journey, with all of its ups, downs, and growing pains, has been 100% worth it. They remind me that even if I don't see it or know it, what I'm doing might actually be helping people in a small way. And this wasn't really my motivation for starting the channel, but it'll definitely be a big part of my motivation going forward. So while there's still a long way to go, with a lot more time spent failing in public, I still have lots more to talk about, and I'm still very much committed to this journey. Chasing this dream has taught me so much about life and myself. And I think the biggest lesson is that even if I don't succeed the way I wanted to at first, I've still succeeded in many, many other ways. And if you're chasing a life dream as well, I'm confident that it'll be the same for you. Anyway, if you're one of the ones who watched to the end, thank you. You may also enjoy this video, which is last year's reflection on what I learned after my first year of YouTube. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.